So, I wanted to quickly cover your requirements of your project, just like we would in class. And so, here is our project goal. You guys are obviously inspired by Charles Demuth and his painting, The Figure Five in Gold. So, you guys are going to demonstrate your understanding of composition, placement to emphasize a special letter or number, just like our artist. Students will use your prior knowledge in shading and line drawing to complete your work, and you're going to be utilizing the principles pattern and contrast. So, within all of that, we always like to go over our project goal and kind of review some of those vocabulary words. Remember that composition is placement. And so that's going to be one of your requirements. How are you going to actually place your letter or number in your final work? Emphasizing is just making it nice and bold. Okay, so how do we emphasize? We can emphasize with the size of it. We can also emphasize with color. And then we are going to be utilizing pattern and contrast. So remember, pattern is just the repetition of shapes, and then contrast is the difference between light and dark. You guys already know all of this. We've already shaded, we've drawn a lot, and so the nice thing about this is that you guys will be able to utilize all of your prior knowledge to create a new piece of work. Your requirements page for this particular assignment is set up just a little bit differently. The requirements seem to be quite long. It's not because we've added any more, but it's just because I've added a little bit of some reflection questions within the requirements. And I thought maybe that might help you guys go through the requirements because these are the questions that I would be asking you in class if you were sitting right next to me. So when we were talking about composition, I would ask you, do you have your grid measured evenly? Okay, do you have even squares? Does your special number fill the page? Okay, so these are there just to help prompt you with your thoughts as you guys are working through the requirements. Remember that all of the requirements are basically like steps in the process. So we clearly are not going to be finishing all of these requirements on day one. We're going to be working through them to complete the work. So make sure that you guys stay with me, and we will be covering all of these requirements at some point. This document is very good to continue to reference back and continue to ask yourself these questions that I have on the document concerning that step that we might be on. Okay. As always, this is going to be a good reference for you. And then if you guys have questions, don't forget that you can actually comment on that specific part of the assignment, and I would be more than happy to answer your questions. Last thing I want to leave you with, it would be very, very exciting if you guys would offer this assignment to some of your family members at your house. What if your little brother or sister want to do the project with you? I've had kids do that, involve their families in creating their own separate Demuth project, and that would be really fun for you guys to make that connection and make work together. If you do, please share those assignments with me. I would love to see if any of your family is actually creating with you at the same time.